Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here for a meditation a day. Today we are doing what we call meditation excavation, which is where Teri and I are just going to meditate right here, right now, and we invite you to join us. And as we see things or experience things, we're just going to share them with you. And hopefully you can feel into the energy that we're receiving as well. So we're glad you're here. Thank you. Teri, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ruth. It's good to be here. Good morning, everyone. Let's start to go into our hearts. So just take a moment, get to a good place where you're not so distracted. And if you can safely close your eyes, do that because it just shuts out all that external stuff and noise. And breathe into your heart center. As you breathe in, feel your energy going down into the earth plane, our beautiful Mother Gaia, and allow your energy to be soothed and centered and balanced from that wonderful, stable earth energy. And then breathe it back up to your heart. And we're going to breathe in again and feel your energy lift up toward the divine and honor the Creator by asking for what I call God, call it any name you wish, just asking God to bless this meditation time together. We call on Divine Mother. We call on Christ consciousness to guide us, to touch us. And we ask our beautiful angels to surround us, starting with Archangel Rafael, the healing angel, Archangel Michael, holding space for us as we do our work, Archangel Gabriel, helping to bring clarity, and Archangel Uriel, helping us to stay centered and balanced. Any other angels, ascended masters, loved ones in spirit, we welcome you in to this time together. So folks, just take a moment and breathe. Breathe in and sit quietly with that energy that just entered our midst and see if there's anything they guide you to think about, to feel, to experience while we have a few minutes to spend together. And thank you. Thank you for honoring the presence in our life that guides us and helps us to see more clearly.
Thank you, Teri. As soon as you started talking, Archangel Raziel came in, and we had just been talking about Raziel before we came online.
Mm-hmm.
And then so many of the other archangels came in, and it just feels like it's a full house here.
It is. I saw like a sea of blue. So I think all the Blu-ray angels are here with us this morning. And the Blu-ray is all about protection. So they're offering us a safe place. So a very safe place to go into our hearts and explore, to see what's needed to bring out right now into the world. And we do need that protection because there's a lot of energy floating around.
I'm also seeing the different colors of the rainbow. And rainbows, you've got the colors all layered on top of each other, and that's not what this is. This is the colors side by side. But it's overhead, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see the rays of light that come from the divine, those beautiful energies. Each one of them has an energy. So when we talk about the colors, just feel into the energy. If you're feeling a particular color right now, what's the predominant one that's grabbing your attention out of that rainbow of color?
Teri, what color is calling to you?
Well, I was actually looking and seeing like an aqua. So it went from the deep all blue into a more aqua color. So I think the blue and the green are kind of mixing in together for me. And which makes sense. The green, all about love, all about the heart energy. I love that. What about you?
Yellow.
Mm, yeah.
But it's funny because yellow to me is Raziel and
Mm.
is lighthearted, kind of light vibrational energy. But I am like heating up from the so it's like sun, and it's like I'm wearing this sweater, and it's like, holy cow.
Yeah, I can feel that heat.
We
I
had
saw, sorry.
no go there.
I saw the most beautiful sunset last night as I was driving, and I was going east. So it was setting right behind me, and I could look in my rearview mirror and my side mirrors and just see that deep, deep glow and the orange that it changes into. But I love when I can see the sunset and the sunrise both. But just that yellow is so warm and inviting. And every time I see yellow, when I close my eyes, that's what I feel. I feel the warmth of the sun, just like you were saying.
Well, we've done healing with color before.
Mhm.
And actually, friends, if any of you are interested, if you go to Enlightened World Network on YouTube and type in color in the little search bar or angelic gems, then there's lots of information, different videos on healing with color. But Teri, this is not just for us, this is over the world.
Mhm. Yes, it is. Yeah, it feels like you should be talking about Raziel, because I think that may be an angel that some are not familiar with, and some may be seeing that yellow color that's so needed right now for all of us.
You know, Raziel to me is always very lighthearted and entertaining and funny. And I don't know much more than that. I mean, he comes across as a male to me, but just always elevates the mood. I don't know
Yeah.
what else there is about him. Don't know.
I remember when he first came to you and you saw him in a top hat,
Yep.
and that's his energy. His energy is to make us be more light, make us laugh. You know, the angels are always telling me, y'all take this thing too serious. You know, lighten up, feel the energy of laughter. And that's what Raziel brings to the table. If he can make you think of something funny or something to put a smile on your face, then he's done his purpose. He's helped us to get out of a heavy energy and turn it more to the laughter and the lightheartedness and just think of what it feels like when you do a belly laugh. Everything else just falls to the side. You're just caught up in that energy. And that's what he helps us to do. He helps us to escape all of that heaviness and the seriousness. And it doesn't mean that any of that stuff is going away. There's still going to be conflict and contrast and wars. But just for that moment, we can go into our childlike nature. We can go into the innocence of who we are. And that's what Raziel brings. So if you can go into that yellow energy and just ask, can you make me laugh? can you help me to lift above whatever heaviness there is going on? Then his job is complete when he does that. He's done what he's there for. So reach out to Raziel. He's a beautiful essence to get to know. And we say he and she when we're talking about these angels. They really don't have a gender, but sometimes they appear to us in such a way that it seems they're male or female. And he's always a clown. He's always just happy-go-lucky. So however you experience him, then that's the right way for you. I was thinking, Ruth, that he really has a big job to help our military personnel. There's so many right now that are deployed, and the family I'm visiting with, the son-in-law of my friend, is deployed right now, or he's getting ready to go off and be away from his family for a year. So these guys that are out there, and girls, sorry, anyone who's serving and away from family, away from friends, it gets lonely. So Raziel can really lift them while they're away.
Teri, I just switched over to stand underneath the green,
Mm-hmm.
a heart space, and I heard the words, always come from a place of love. Like in all your conversations, come from a place of love. Doesn't mean you can't disagree, but you can
Right.
disagree coming from a place of caring and support rather than tearing down.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I just went to the blue. For some reason, I think they want us to experience these different colors right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the blue, and Michael, Archangel Michael, was there, and he handed me a sword, the sword of truth. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then going over to the purple, which to me is symbolic of Divine Mother. And she just put a white flower like behind my ear.
Mm-hmm.
And grace. I'm hearing grace.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, because my friend got me white roses for
Hmm.
my visit, and there's right here beside of me. I can just smell that beautiful essence. Yeah, I feel Divine Mother.
Wow. So far we've received the gift of humor, the gift of love, the gift of the sword of truth, and the gift of grace.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Very powerful.
It's like a survival kit for living
Oh, I
in
love that. Yeah, I do love that. Mm.
Okay, on to orange. So orange, with the color healing that we've done before, is Archangel Gabriel.
That goes right along with the sword that Michael gave, because Gabriel opens us up to truth, clarity, showing us how things really are instead of maybe how we were taught or we think that things are. Gets us out of the illusion and brings us back to our true self, our spirit being.
This one feels more like speaking your truth, where the blue one felt more like understanding what's true. Discernment. Blue discernment of the truth. And the orange is the speaking your truth.
Yeah. Divine authenticity.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard for folks to be authentic out loud these days. So looking at my rainbow colors, we've got red left. Red, I associate with Archangel Metatron. With the healing that we do with the colors, red is associated with the bloodstream, and it's also associated with constructs, those things that we believe that maybe no longer serve us, maybe never served us, and okay to let go of those things, flush them out. And I can hear a heartbeat as I'm in this red energy. Interesting. So I think what I was hearing was my heartbeat. And then when I was listening for what we call the global heartbeat, my heartbeat slowed down, I think, to match the global heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got the word unity.
Big word that we all need to pay attention to right now, isn't it?
Going with the survival kit. These are all beautiful traits and all gifts for us as we carry on forward. And Sandalphon had shown up, and I don't normally work with Sandalphon. I know that you have, Teri, more than I have. Anything you can share about Sandalphon?
Sandalphon to me is stability. Sandalphon works with the earth grid, all those beautiful portals of energy that we have on the earth plane, and just helps us to connect in with those portals of energy and open them up so we can feel more grounded, more balanced. Sandalphon will help if you're searching, if there's something that you just are confused about or don't understand. Just ask to be lifted with that earth grid and to feel into more understanding. We're never going to understand everything. There's going to be things that will remain a mystery until we get back into our spirit being. But to have that stability and to have that knowingness that we're not walking on this earth planet alone, we do have help. And he is one that will hold our hand the whole time we're here, walking around, trying to figure it out, trying to remain in an energy of calm and peace instead of going into the illusion of the contrast and the conflict. So connect in with Sandalphon anytime you need to feel more stable, that you need to just stop that spinning for a minute and feel into the spirit being that you are walking in this human body. So that's his purpose, is to help us connect in and like plug in to that beautiful earth energy that's so grounding and so helpful to us as we are here on this planet. He's a beautiful energy. He and Metatron work in conjunction with bringing in the earth energy and the ethereal energy together to help us to rise higher above anything that we're going through. We can rise our frequency, our energy level, and bring it up above anything that's pulling us back down into the heaviness. Yeah, I love Sandalphon.
Mhm. Visual for me with Sandalphon is very, very tall, looking very different than the other archangels in that way. And when I see him, I think of being grounded into the earth and being grounded up into the ethereal.
Yeah.
And that's really what they hope for us on a given day, is that we'll be grounded both above and below.
Yes. And if you remember when I did the opening and we connected in into our hearts and then down into the earth and back to the heart and then up to the divine and back to the heart, you can do that at any time that you feel you need to be more connected. Just sit for a moment and bring your energy down to the stabilizing, grounded, balanced energy of the earth, and then anchor it in your heart, and then breathe and see your energy going up to the divine and bring that to your heart. And that's the stabilizing that will happen. That's where you'll really feel that you're connected to the earth and to the divine at the same time, and just hold it there in your heart. You can do that any time that you need to or you want to. It's a beautiful experience to hold that energy.
And they just brought all of those colors of energy, like sucked it all down into a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a reminder that we can even have something in our home that reminds us of all of these beautiful energies. You know, sometimes folks will have like a bottle that has different layers of colored sand in it, and that would be a lovely way to think of that as well. Or you could get colored beads that have all of these different colors in it, you know, or M&Ms don't come, well, they do come in all those colors if you go to the right M&M store. But you could have a bowl of M&Ms that have all the different rainbow colors, or Skittles, I think come in all those colors. Just to remind you of all of those colors, take it with you. Yeah. It's also the way that they show us that we understood what they were trying to show us. They closed up the meditation with bringing all that energy into one bottle. Ooh, the 3D survival kit.
I love it. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
And just a reminder, we're going into a full moon tomorrow. So you might be feeling that tug already of the moon on our human bodies, and energies may be a little high and emotions may be all over the place. But the full moon is a time, release anything that's not serving you, and just feel into what you want to have in your life. So just a little reminder to pay attention to if you're feeling a little out of sorts, that may have something to do with it.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Teri. Thank you for being here. And friends here at Enlightened World Network, thank you for being here. These meditations can be done at any time. Doesn't have to be watched live with us. You can come back to this one again and again. If you don't find this one for 6 months and come across it, it's the perfect time for you. So we're glad you're here. So, Teri, anything else before we say goodbye?
Oh, just stay in that heart center. Do the connection, bring it to your heart, and then stay there. Anytime that you start to wander away from it and you start to feel the world again, go back to your heart and just know that you are safe. You are safe. You are loved. We're always provided the help that we need while we go through this life experience. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth, for doing this together. I love our Wednesdays together to excavate whatever they want us to know. We never know what it might be, and this was a beautiful one to go into today.
Yes. All right.